Hello there and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga, and I hope you are well and healthy and happy. I'd like to thank you for joining me and for getting on your mat today, spending some time to take care of yourself. This practice is designed to help release tension, anxiety, and stress. So, a lot of that we hold in the hips, a lot of that we hold in the lower back and the neck. So, some time in those specific areas, but really just a general cleansing of the body, a recharge of the spirit, and just an opening of your mind. So come at this with an open mind. If you are feeling less than fabulous, I hope that that changes along the way, and after practice is over, you feel a lot lighter. Again, releasing tension, releasing stress, releasing anxiety. Exercise, any form, can be better than medicine, so long as done in the right dosage. So it's just like medicine in that respect. Too much or too little can impact how we feel. So finding that beautiful place of balance in your life where you've got time for yourself, time for work, time for play, time to just be still. Okay, and we're going to get all of that. Time for work, time for play, time to be still. Right now, let's play and let's work. So starting in a seated position, cross-legged if that feels okay to you. We're going to bring the hands around besides our hips, and we're going to press those palms against the earth, sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Take a big breath in as you lift your gaze to the sky. As you exhale, gently bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale, lift your head to neutral. And as you exhale, take your gaze out over that right shoulder as far as you can turn your head. Inhale back to center, focusing on that breath. Exhale, take your gaze out over that left shoulder, still sitting up nice and tall. Inhale back to center. Exhaling and releasing that right ear towards the right shoulder. You can close your eyes if you like. Keep pressing those palms into the mat. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Exhale, and again, lean to the left. Inhale back to center once again, chin towards the chest. Still sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, take the gaze towards the sky. Gently releasing that head back. Inhale, head up nice and tall. This time, turn your head out towards that right shoulder and a gentle tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. So don't turn the head quite as far, but taking it down in a diagonal line, drawing the chin down, shoulders down and away. Inhale, lift your head straight up. And now turn your head out towards that left shoulder, not all the way. And then gently release the chin just down towards that left collarbone. Inhale, head up tall, take your gaze forward, reach to the sky. We're going to sway side to side. This is that play, taking it up and over. Doesn't matter which direction you start. Just take it up and back, over. Moving with your breath, flowing from side to side, keeping those sit bones connected to the earth, moving at your pace one more time each side, up and over. Just listening to how your body responds. If there's some tension or tightness going on, can you let it go? With a smile on your face, it helps to release that tension, that anxiety. As you exhale, lengthen and hinge forward. We're going to open those arms, spread our fingers wide, and place the pads of the fingers against the earth. We're going to hollow the tummy and chest and tuck the chin towards the chest, rounding through that upper back. And then exhale, press the belly and the chest towards the floor as you lift your gaze towards the sky, a little arch of your back. Inhale, hollow, little different variation of cat and cow. Exhale, draw that belly towards the lap, lift your chest, gaze to the sky. Gently come back to that neutral spine, extend your arms out nice and long and release the weight of the upper body down. Just coming forward to let go of tension. Checking in with those hips, checking in with that lower back, always checking in with the breath. Inhale, circle the hands back by the hips, big circle of those arms overhead. Let's hinge it all the way up. And release your hands down by your sides. Let's turn towards the top of the mat. And we're going to bring those feet out and away from us. We're going to bring the hands behind the thighs and we're going to rock back to boat pose, lifting the chest. Shoulders are drawn back, shoulder blades drawn down your back like you're going to nestle them into your back pocket. Breathe. Now we can keep the support of the thighs or we can release the support. You can even bring your hands around behind you if you like. As you inhale, we're going to extend the legs a little or a lot, drawing that belly button in and out, and then pull it in. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, pull it in. Each time lifting that chest, strong through the belly. Let's do one more and hold it out. If you like, lift the arms. That's a lot of load, so just be mindful. Notice how your body figures out how to stay steady. Pull it in. Bring the soles of the feet together, lift through the chest, and hinge it forward. Nice long spine. Reaching out through the crown of the head, gazing forward, maybe 3 or 4, 6 inches out in front of those toes. Roll those shoulders back. Breathe, really nice getting into those hips. We lengthen and reach through the crown of the head and slowly we rise. Sitting up nice and tall, extending the legs out long. Let's take that right leg and cross it up and over, adding a flex of that left foot, wrapping the crook of that left elbow around the knee, pull it in nice and tight. Extend right arm out, lift it high. Circle the arm around behind, hand to the mat. Press against the mat, lift the chest. Turn your gaze out over that right shoulder. All the while pulling that right knee in towards your chest. Find your breath. Inhale, extend, right arm straight back, circle it up and over, releasing that rotation, a little pull of that knee in and a little drawing of those shoulder blades down and away. We rock it back to release the leg. Let's switch sides. Right leg extends, left leg comes in, and we cross it over the right. Wrapping the crook of that right elbow around the knee, pull your knee in nice and tight, sit up tall, add a flex of that right foot. Left arm extends out, lift it high, circle the arm around behind you, hand to the mat, press against the mat, sit up as tall as you can sit, and take your gaze out over that back shoulder. Keeping that length in the spine, adding that rotation, wringing out tension. Unwanted stress. Who wants it? Get rid of it. Breathe. Extending left arm back, up, and releasing that rotation. Facing forward once again. Let's bring both knees in once again. A little closer this time, and sit up nice and tall. Using the hands to support on those shins to get that extra length in that spine. Now release the hands behind you. And we're going to rock those knees side to side, as big or as small as you'd like that to be. So as we take it side to side, just a nice little stretch through that torso, through the waist, through the hip. Now we're going to bring it back to center and we're going to pull the knees in. Now let's do it without the toes touching and notice the difference. Just switching side to side. As you roll, there's this really nice little massage that happens for your bum. And for that outside of the hip, let's go one more time each side. So we're working the inner thighs as we work to keep those knees together. We're working our core and come back to center. Extend the legs. Breathe. You don't have to extend them all the way. You can keep the knees bent. Find your breath. If you like, bring one hand up to the foot, other hand up to the foot. So just gently touching along the outsides of the legs or to the ankles. Can you feel that strength? Strengthen the belly, strengthen those hip flexors, strengthen that lower back. Bring the hands behind your thighs, sit up nice and tall. Open your feet, bring the hands forward and round it over. So with those feet nice and wide, toes turned out, and we just round through that back. Beautiful stretch into that lower back and into those hips. Just breathe. And we roll it up, starting at the tailbone, each vertebra stacking on top of one another. So we sit up nice and tall. Let's bring the soles of the feet together and come into butterfly. Sitting up tall, drawing those shoulders down and away, pressing those knees gently out and away. Find your breath. Now we're going to slide that right hand up to the top of the knee, and we're going to shift that left hand to kind of somewhere along the shin or just above the ankle. Now place that right hand behind you, sit up nice and tall. We can keep a hold of the shin or transition that left hand to the top of the knee. Sitting up tall, turn your gaze out over that right shoulder. Now gently press that left shoulder down and away and draw your chin towards your chest. There is this amazing stretch that happens all the way down that left side. Close your eyes and focus your breath. So if you're not quite feeling it, see if you can draw that left shoulder a little further down and away. Maybe tuck your chin a little closer to that right collarbone. Now we're going to lift our gaze and we're going to ever so slowly release that rotation. Coming back to our butterfly. Sit up nice and tall. Kind of wiggle those shoulders. Just work your way through that torso, letting go of tension. And we're going to slide that left hand up to the top, just below the knee. And we're going to take that right hand and we're going to take a hold somewhere above the ankle, anywhere you like. Now we can use that strength of the arms to help us sit up nice and tall. If you like, transition that left hand behind you to help prop yourself up even taller. Sitting up nice and tall, not an arch of the back, but a nice tall spine. That right hand can transition to the base of the knee or to the top of the knee. And we're going to work to get that deeper rotation through the torso, wringing out negative energy. Now we turn our gaze out over that left shoulder and tuck the chin towards that left collarbone. Now press that right shoulder down and away from your ear. So there's lots of different things happening here, and lots of different pieces of the body working together with our breath to find that perfect place for your body to release anxiety, tension, tightness, worry, stress. They do not serve us well, my friends. We want to let go of that negative energy. We lift our gaze, slowly releasing that rotation till our gaze comes to face forward once again. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthen, hold on to the ankles, somewhere between the ankles and the knees, and slowly hinge it forward. Long spine. Reaching out, drawing those shoulder blades back. There's this moment that we want to round forward because that allows us to stretch further and come deeper into the pose. I want you to get deeper into the pose by rolling those shoulders back, reaching through the crown of the head and hinging forward. So we're hinging from the hips rather than the waist. Waist, hips. So we go hips, breathe, and slowly we rise. All the way back up. Let's bring the hands to one side, sweep your feet around to the opposite side. And we're going to come into a kneeling position. So if this is not fabulous for you for your knees, come up onto your knees. If it's just not great for you, you can either fast forward me or you can hang out and just watch and then join me when you're ready. We're going to bring the hands around behind us. And we're going to turn our fingertips back. You can turn your fingertips however it feels right to you. You can be flat on your hands or you can be up kind of on the pads of your fingers, depending upon how long your arms are, how long your torso is, how flexible you are. So lots of different variations based on where we are in our practice. So up on the pads of the fingers if you like, palms of the hands if it's better, and we're going to lift those hips. And we're going to roll the shoulders back, opening our chest. So the beautiful stretch through the front of the shoulders, through the chest, through the belly, through those quadriceps. Great activation as you squeeze those buns. Find your breath. Now slowly inhale as you lower down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale, press. Arch your back, gazing towards the sky. Inhale, slowly lower. Keeping that core strong. Exhale, press. Lift those hips. And slowly lower. Core is strong. We transition those hands forward. Extending those legs back. We come to tabletop. So as we move those hands and those knees back to center us on our mat, we just come to that tabletop position. Wrists right below the shoulders. Core is strong. Let's take a big breath in. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, lift your knees, and inch off the mat. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, extend the legs. We inhale it back to that hovering tabletop. Strong through the core, strong through the shoulders. Exhale and press it up. A little bit of a modified down dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale back those knees just above the mat, so that hovering tabletop. Exhale and extend. Find your breath. End of your exhale, take the gaze between your hands. Walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhaling up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Pulling the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, open the arms to a nice wide V. Gaze to the sky. Inhale, reach, and exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. We're going to release that right knee to the mat and sweep that right foot kind of out to the side a bit, rotating open to a modified side plank. So that left leg is long, left arm is extended to the sky, reaching up as high as you can reach, strong through the belly. Let's slowly begin to open that left arm out to the side and then reach it up and over. Oh, feels so good. That stretch all the way down that left side, lifting out of that right shoulder. Slowly opening that left arm back out to the side and lifting that left arm to the sky. Releasing that left hand, extending back to plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. And let's gently sway those hips side to side. A variation of wild thing. I love, love, love that pose. So pretty and feels so good. We come back to center. We inhale it to plank. Releasing that left knee to the mat and sweep that left foot out to the side just a bit. We rotate our bodies and extend right arm to the sky. Reach it up, high as you can reach. Find your breath. As you exhale, slowly allow that right arm to open out to the side. And then slowly circle that right arm up and over. Let that shoulder just gently move as it needs to stay happy and healthy. Reaching out through those fingertips. Beautiful stretch all the way down that right side of the body. We lift out of that left shoulder so we're not sinking into that shoulder. Once again, we roll that right arm out to the side. Beautiful stretch through the chest. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, slowly release that right hand down and step it back to plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. And gently sway those hips side to side. Finding that breath, softening the face. Coming back to center, taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. And let's heel toe those feet out to the outside edge of your mat. Toes are off the mat, heel is on the mat, core is nice and strong, and relax the weight of the upper body down. As we shift our weight to our heels, we're going to bend the knees, lowering down as we lift the upper body to level out into this nice flat back. Find your breath. If you like, take a hold of the ankles. If you need that support of the hands, keep the support of the hands. Roll those shoulders back. Draw your belly in. Turn your gaze towards that right shoulder. A little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. So we're asking our body to do some different things than it would typically do. Your breath will help respond. Lift your gaze towards center and then back down towards the mat. Now take your gaze out over that left shoulder. Just turning your head as far as you can. Little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Is your belly button drawn in and up? Are we still lengthening through that spine? Do we still have a nice flat back? Untuck that chin from the collarbone and slowly turn your gaze towards the mat. Release your hands and extend the legs. Bringing the hands around behind your back. Interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. We're going to roll those shoulders and lift those arms if that feels right to you. Now noticing, do we need to bring those index fingers back in? Can we keep those index fingers out? Are the palms touching or do they need to separate? Where's our weight? If it's in your heels, shift a little weight forward into your toes. Now we're going to slowly begin to lower those arms to the left as we take our gaze to the right leg. Breathe. Inhale it back to center. Exhale, take your gaze towards that left leg and let the arms come to the right. A little deeper stretch to the front of the shoulder. Activating those core muscles a little bit differently. Coming back to center. Release your hands to the small of the back. Interlace all your fingers and just let those shoulders be heavy. Release your hands, let them hang. Core is strong. If you are taking care of your lower back today, softly bend your knees, place your hands just above your knees and begin to roll up. Back feels amazing. Extend those arms out to a T, lengthen through the crown of the head, and let's rise. All the way up. Bring your hands to the sky. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, and as you exhale, arch it back. A little or a lot. Inhale it up nice and tall. Pull the hands to heart center. Let's step those feet to mountain. Open the palms to the front. Arms down by your sides. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down walk, step, or hop to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones as high as you can get them. And as you exhale, let your heels gently sink. We inhale it to high plank. Core strong. Breathe. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Lift out of those shoulders. Let's open up those feet a little bit wider than the width of your mat. And as you exhale, lift your hips. Press your heels towards the mat. And inhale it back to that wide-legged high plank. Exhale back. Lift those hips to that wide stance down dog. Inhale it back to plank. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, lift those hips. Press your heels towards the mat. And inhale it back to plank. Walk those feet back into plank. Release your knees to the mat. Tuck your toes, or untuck your toes, and extend the arms out. We sit back to child's pose. Breathe in slow and steady. As you're ready, walk your hands up. Let's come over onto one hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down to the top of your mat. Bring the hands behind your thighs, coming back to our boat pose. Hopefully boat pose is feeling a little different. We feel stronger, we feel a little bit lighter. We're gonna reach down, we're gonna take a hold somewhere between the thighs and the ankles, or perhaps the outside edges of your feet. And we're gonna extend those legs. Lifting the chest, lengthening that spine, strong through the arms. Breathe. Now we're gonna slowly let those legs open out a little bit more, as much as is comfortable for you. Comfortable, I use that term loosely. Making sure that your body is in agreement. Now, depending on how long your arms are and how long your legs are, makes a difference. How flexible you are and how ready your body is to let go into this pose. Now, keeping those core muscles strong, we're going to use the strength of the inner thighs to lift those legs back up. So this is playing, right? This is work, but it's play. So hopefully you can find a smile on your face as you open out to the side once again, allowing those legs to just open, arms to extend, chest to lift. Draw that belly button in and up. Let's close them up again. Using the strength of those inner thighs. Can you smile? You're like, no, not right now. Smile. Open those legs one more time. This time with those legs nice and wide. We're going to bend the knees and draw the soles of the feet together. Interlacing your fingers to the outside edge of your feet. Roll those shoulders back. Find your breath. Now we can stay right here. Or if you like, take one hand, release it underneath the leg, and then the other. So now those legs are kind of resting on our forearms, and we bring the index finger to touch the thumb, just creating a little more formal hand posture. You do not have to do that. And we're gonna roll those shoulders back, lifting the chest. So there's this tendency to kind of round through the upper and middle back and hollow out. We wanna lift that chest as best we can. With the soles of the feet gently touching and that belly button drawn in, let those legs be heavy, resting on your arms. Close your eyes. Now, believe it or not, this can be a meditation pose for some folks. I invite you to do that if you'd like, anytime. So to quiet the mind to the point where it almost doesn't even feel like work at all, where the breath just flows, the heart is open, the mind is clear, body forgiving, no resistance. No expectations, just a calm, healing energy within us. Slowly pull the hands back through. Bring the hands to support behind the legs. Extend the legs. Point your toes. Core is strong, releasing the support of the hands if you like. Slowly lower your legs down. Slow, slow, slow. Heels touch. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. Lengthen and hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and then relax the weight of your head. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Just breathe. Let's take one step forward with your hand and then the other hand. As we lengthen through the side bodies and reach out through those fingertips, we draw that upper body closer to the legs. Letting go of that lower back, stretching through the backs of the legs. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of the arms overhead. Soften your feet, close your eyes, core strong, and just slowly roll yourself back. And relax. We draw one knee in towards the chest, and then the other. We extend those feet to the sky, knees stay bent. We're going to open up those knees just a little bit wider than the width of our rib cage. And we're going to reach up with our hands and take a hold of the outsides of the legs, ankle, or outside edges of your feet. And we're going to relax the weight of the arms. Now, by relaxing the weight of the arms, that's going to naturally draw those knees towards the mat. It might make the tailbone lift. We want to work to press that tailbone towards the mat. Using the strength of the arms, we pull those knees towards the floor. Pressing that tailbone towards the mat. Strong through the arms, strong through the core, dead bug or happy baby. Surely you can find a smile on your face here. Finding that breath. Now slowly bringing the soles of the feet together, interlacing your fingers on the outside edges of your feet. We draw those feet close to the tummy and press those knees out and away. And if it feels right to you, lift your upper body, activating that upper core. If that causes tension in your neck, please bring your head back down. Slowly releasing the weight of the upper body back down and just rock side to side. Now, if it doesn't feel great to you to have those knees wide in our butterfly, you can pull the knees in and just rock side to side. We come back to center, release the feet, pull those knees in nice and tight. Let's extend that right arm out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and just gently guide both knees to the left. Keeping both shoulders on the mat best you can. Let those legs come to rest. press that right shoulder towards the mat and take your gaze out over that right arm. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Now, if you like, sweep that left foot back towards your bottom. Reach down with that right hand. Can you find your foot? Take a hold of it if you're able to. And then nestle that right shoulder back down against the earth as you pull that right leg across your body. Breathe. Gently releasing that right hand, drawing that left knee back underneath the right. Release that right hand and slowly bring those knees back to center. And then slowly taking those knees to the right. Placing that right hand to the top of that left knee. Turn your gaze out over that left arm. So we're working to get both shoulder blades against the earth. May or may not happen today. But it's what we're working towards. Hopefully your heart's feeling a little bit lighter. Your head's in a good space. Your body feels amazing. And we're going to slowly take that right foot and we're going to slide it back towards your bottom, trying to touch your heel to that right cheek. And we reach down with that left hand. Can you find your foot? Take a hold of it if you can find it. And then work to draw that left shoulder back towards the mat. And just let that left leg be heavy. So you're kind of pulling with that right hand. Wringing out anxiety, stress, tension, negative energy. Wherever it is hiding, let it go. Give yourself permission to let it go. You don't need to hold on to the heaviness of the world. It's about taking care of yourself. Helping others, but not carrying the weight of the world around for them. Recognizing that their problems are not yours and you cannot fix it for them. Releasing that right hand, releasing that left hand. We're going to slowly pull that right knee back in and releasing the hand, roll back to center. Bringing the hands down by your sides, extending the legs to the sky. Lifting the fingertips towards the sky, point your toes, slowly reach those arms overhead. Now either one leg at a time, keeping the small of the back on the mat, or both legs at the same time, slowly lower. One leg and then the other, or slowly both legs. Breathe, keeping the small of the back pressing into the mat. At any point, if the lower back's like I'm done, just carefully bring those legs to the mat. Now with both feet down, lengthen through those fingertips, reach through those toes, make yourself as long as you possibly can. Now we're going to lift the chest, roll those shoulders underneath us, just a bit. Breathe, point your toes, lifting that belly, lifting the chest. Now slowly lift that right shoulder and reach back. Lift the left shoulder and reach back. And allow yourself to settle onto the mat. Relax your feet. Pull your hands to your hips. Place one hand just below your sternum, one hand just below your belly button, and relax the arms. Find your breath. Close your eyes. Now we're going to switch. Other hand below the belly button, opposite hand below the sternum. And how does that feel to you? If it feels off, switch it up. Or place your hands on your tummy, your hips, or release your arms down by your sides. I invite you to find a comfortable place, whether that is on your back today, on your side, or in a seated position. Our eyes are closed. And take a moment within your mind's eye to visualize a color. Whatever the color. Is it bright or is it soft? And we're going to place that light at the very crown of your head. And as that light gently moves through you, that light will remain at the crown of the head and gently draw and share that color throughout your being as it moves down the forehead and into the eyes, down the face and into the jaw, through the neck and into the shoulders, through the chest and into the belly, down each arm to the tips of your fingers, into the hips and down each leg to the very tips of your toes. This light full of energy, the energy that your body, your mind, your spirit needs to be well, happy, and healthy. What kind of energy is this for you? Is it calming? Is it awakening? Is it grounding? Or perhaps healing? Your body knows, your mind knows, your spirit knows what it needs to create the very best version of you and to let go of negative energies. Now slowly that light begins to pull back from the tips of your toes, receding through the legs, healing, mending, energizing, calming as it goes. Up into the hips, from the fingertips up through the arms, through the belly, into the chest, up through the neck, the chin, the jaw, up the face, and back to the crown of the head. Now gently watch as that light transitions to your mind's eye, and notice if it has changed at all. Is it a different color? Is it lighter or perhaps brighter? Stay connected to this light. Quiet your breath. And just be. Slowly wiggling the fingers, the toes. Stretching the limbs, reaching up or out. Drawing the knees in towards your chest, one at a time. And either rolling to your side or rocking up. If you've chosen to rock to your side, use the strength of those arms to help you come back up. And let's find a seated position. Placing the hands to the shins or to the knees, rotating palms to the sky, draping the wrists over the knees. Bring your index finger to gently touch your thumb. Eyes softly closed. Slow, steady breath. I hope you are feeling amazing. I hope you're feeling a little lighter, strong and healthy. Always my wish for you. Love and light sent your way each and every day. Let's gently open the eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale, pull the hands to heart center. You're amazing, never forget that. Take care of you, be well, and until the next time, namaste.